Hey Albert, this is Tristan with Big Picture SEO. We spoke on the phone earlier today and I told you I was going to shoot you this video showing you a couple different things you can do to boost your online presence, and this is that video. I don't want to take up a lot of your time with this, so I'm just going to get straight into it. The very first thing I want to tell you is you're going to have to fix the fact that your website is not secure. Google doesn't let any website that's not secure, rank actually, in their top positions. And the way that you do this is you just go out and get yourself an SSL certificate. But when I scroll to the bottom, I did check this just to see if it was a different company that built your website. So you're gonna have to get them to do this for you since they're probably hosting it. And if not, if you're hosting it, then you're gonna be the one who has to do this. But so before I tell you the different things also you have to do, I want to show you where you currently lie in Google. And again, this is all the information that I tell you is going to be rendered useless if you don't go and get your site secured. And the big reason that you're not going to be ranking at all is because of this, and also because of this here. So I'll explain what this means, but we're going to stick with traffic and keywords for now. Traffic is the amount of people that come on your website a month, and as of now that's 0. And keywords are just the words and phrases within your website that Google deems are common search terms and that you want to rank and be found for. So we can go in and we can see which one you're ranking for, and that's going to be your business name here, B&M Landscaping. It says it has 250 searches a month, and you're in the 71st position, so you get 0 people from that. And the 71st position means you're the 71st organic website that pops up whenever you Google that term specifically. And so you'll be on the 7th page of Google. And B&M Landscaping is probably there's probably a couple of B&M landscapings throughout the country. So you're going to want to try and stay buyer intent and location oriented. So I put in your number 1 organic competitor when it comes to the keyword landscaping Orlando, and they get 319 people on their website, and they're ranking with 72 keywords. So we can go in and see why having keywords and ranking with them is important. So again, landscaping Orlando, that's 450 people searching that a month. They're in the 2nd position, but this was updated 12 days ago. If you Google that now and you go down, they're the first website to pop up for that. And then they get 92 people a month on their website for being in that position. And so landscaping company Orlando, that's another 400 searches a month you're missing out on. They're in the 3rd position, so they get 44 people from that. Orlando landscaping company, 4th position, 35. And we can keep going down, and it's obvious they're not getting all of their traffic one way. It's just by ranking high with all of these individual keywords and having power being drawn back to their website, which is why they're in a high position. And after you go out, you get your website secure, and you go through and you add more content into your website, which is what you'll have to do. You'll have to rebuild this a little bit and kind of get creative with the way that you implement these. You can't just throw them all over the place. Like, you can't put landscaping Orlando and one sentence here, 1 comma, and then Orlando landscaping company in the next. You have to space it out a little bit. That way, when Google indexes your site, they don't see it as spam, and they won't, if they see it like that, they won't let you rank, because they kind of just determine that you might be a bot website, you might not be real. So looking authentic is pretty important in Google's eyes. The way I do it is I try and do 150 words per keyword to try make yourself look as real and authentic as possible. And again, you have to have high quality and relevant content to what you do. You can't just talk about how maybe there's a building in your town that's painted red, and then you're a landscaping company, because they'll see that and they'll be like, this doesn't really make any sense. And then going back to how you get power to your website, that's with backlinks. And we can go back to yours here. I believe you had 31 backlinks, or 30 coming from one referring domain. So a backlink is just a link within a website that refers back to you. So for example, if I would click this and it took me to your website, that would be a backlink. And then a referring domain is a website that has your link in it. So you have one website linking back to you with a total of 30 backlinks. And we can go in and we can see, and it's SEOanalyzer.me, and again, 30 links going to you. And so I would guess that this is probably from the people who designed your website and built it out for you. It might even be their site, but it's a no-follow link, so you're not even getting any power from this. And it's a low domain rating anyway. So again, we can go in and we can look at your competitors' backlinks and see what's bringing them power and what's not. And they had 61 backlinks, I believe. 78 groups of links. Let's go see how many backlinks it was exactly. Oh, my bad. They had 114 backlinks and 59 referring domains. So we can go in and we can see, which sites are bringing them powers. They got 3 best rated, best startup, Blogspot. So blogs are really good because Google, whenever they see that you post blogs, They deem that as you giving value out into the internet without asking for anything in return. And good Samaritans are gold in Google's eyes. So that's definitely something you're going to want to do is, go out, post blogs. It makes you look more authentic again. And one more time, authenticism is pure for Google. It helps you a lot. And then I think they had 50 referring domains. So it's not necessarily about splitting up how many websites have your link within it, but I mean, the more the merrier, the more power you can get, the better. So I'm not saying that, you need to go out and buy 200 backlinks just to beat them, because not all backlinks are created equal. Like content, it needs to be relevant to your industry or the services that you provide. So for example, you couldn't just get a Pizza Hut link linking back to you, because when Google indexes that, they're going to see that as spam and they won't transfer the power in that. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is going to be citations. And citations have a lot to do with the map pack listing. So a citation is just your business's name, address, and phone number, and you're going to list those out throughout the web inside of directories. And a directory is just a website that allows you to do that. So things like Yellow Pages and 3 Best Rated, like they were in Kev's Best, Expertise, Houses, Home Advisor, Angie, Local Database, Easy Local. There's literally hundreds of them out there. And again, with that, the more the merrier, but just like backlinks and content, and with everything in Google, to be honest, even the blogs that you would be writing, they have to be relevant to what you're doing in some way, shape, or form. It can't just be nonsense. It has to be real. That way Google sees you as a real person. Because their algorithms have gotten really good at identifying bots and whatnot. So anything that looks fake, they just won't rank. So that's the basics of ranking on Google. Again, make sure you get your website secured, get an SSL certificate, because all of this will be rendered useless if you could go out, get 500 authoritative backlinks, write the most amount of content you can think of, post as many blogs as you want, but you won't rank because your website is not secure. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I do offer these services, so if this is something you feel like you might be interested in, feel free to reach back out to me. My number is 812-827-3138. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you for your time.